Good afternoon. Welcome to Friday with Fiona. It's the last Friday in August, so it's my online workshop where I share 4 projects with you. And when you spend £50 in my store, I will send you the kit to make all these 4 cards. I'll die cut everything. I can't send you stamped images, but you can stamp your own sentiments. There's only one card with stamping, and you can do that with something else. You can substitute something you've got, unless you want to get the bundle as well. Okay, so I'm going to go down to my hands now. There we go. And this is the first one we're making. So it's a colour I don't use very often actually, which is Flirty Flamingo. It's quite a nice pink actually, and then I've got just a basic white insert. Hopefully I've got everything ready. So this is using the, I can never remember the name of it. The Extraordinary Life Designer Series paper. So I'm using different products for the different cards, so you'll get to see a variety. Now, also, I've used the most gorgeous embossing folder. Let me just show it to you. It's, I'm not sure, I think it might be an online exclusive. It's been out of stock, but it's back in, and it's the Swirls of Magic. So you can use it for anything, but I think it's actually part of the Halloween bundle. But I've also seen it on lots of Christmas cards, so absolutely in love with that. And then I've used the Classic Labels Mix and Match ephemera pack. So you get 2 sheets of each of these dies to make labels, and it just saves you having to die cut anything. So, okay, let me... And then these are also from the what is it called? See, I just told you and I already can't remember. Extraordinary Life bundle. So I've just cut this to make it into a tag. We've already got the little tag there. I lost a die cutting these out. There's 2 of these triangular dies, and I've dropped one, and it's so small. Even using my magnetic wand, I can't find it, but not to worry, it'll turn up. I lost the C out of my alphabets for years, and then it turned up. Okay, so I've got the piece for inside, which is 8.5 by 12.8, and that's just to put your, so you've got somewhere to write your message. Let's just pop that inside, then it's out of the way. Okay, there's the inside done. So I've already embossed this to save time. It's not a 3D one, it's just a regular, but it is a large one. And this piece is 10, so it should be 14.3 by 14.3, or 4 by 5 and 5/8. I love that ruler. So I'm going to use wet glue because of the embossing. This is a new one, so I was using it yesterday and it was going everywhere. I need one of those glue stands, but I haven't seen them in the UK. I've only ever seen them made in America. I'd buy one, but the shipping is astronomical. Okay. Just to remind you, the new mini catalogue, well, say mini catalogue, the new catalogue, it's not mini anymore. We're having 3 catalogues a year. So the September to December one goes on sale next Tuesday, and I've got my copy. So if you would like a catalogue, just send me a message or put a comment under the video and I will get one to you. So you can actually peel this off and then it's sticky underneath, or you can use dimensionals. I've got a piece of Pool Party, which is 8.2 or 3 1/4 by 4 1/8 or 10.5. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, let's move that out of the way. I've got my strips of designer series paper, and these are all 1 inch, so 2.5 centimeters by 9.8 or 3 7/8. So I've got 3 bits of those. Which order did I put them in? So, and what I did was I lay them out. I might need to, do I need to trim them? Yeah, I think I do actually, because I can't see the blue. Or maybe I didn't just, yeah, I just didn't trim that one. So this is the correct size. So let me just trim these two. And to save faffing around to measure them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one on top. And line that up. A simple way. Here we go. So, and I'm going to use wet glue again just because it gives me a bit of wiggle room. Oh, that's the order. So if I'm going to lay them out, did I have a gap? No, I didn't have a gap. Okay, so I'm going to do the middle one first, and then I can line the other two up. Extraordinary Life, that's what it's called. I'm trying to remember it, but my brain is still... I seem to have lost some tweezers. They're buried under the stuff that you can't see, which is just as well you can't see it as well. Put that in the middle. I think that's straight actually. So I'm just overlapping it because it wasn't put on straight. There we go. And then last, my favourite piece, the polka dots. There we go. Put those away earlier. I need to get them out again with my black trim. So then I stamped Happy Birthday, and I cannot for the life of me remember which stamp set that's from. I found one yesterday which I've not used at all. Fabulous Sayings. This was a product of the month, so you might have it. I don't think I haven't used it at all. How big is the Happy Birthday? Oh, that's way too big. You can do anything. Well, okay, got to find another one. Okay, this is the Wild Bunch, which was the July product of the month. It's sold out in English, but it is still available in French and German if you just want the critters. So you've got your Highland cow, your snail, your koala and your penguin, and the little bits and pieces. You can still use those, it's just the sentiments are in French and German. But there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, yes. Get the stamping position tool out. And line it up. Would help if I had it the right way round. Oh, it's one of those days. It's not Friday the 13th, I know. I'm going to try and get it on that line. Just stop it pulling the paper up. So I want that line in the middle. It comes with 2 magnets, the stamping positioner, but I bought the extra because I saw someone else using them, and especially when they're new, they do pull up the card. Right, I'm going to use Secret C, which I use for all my sentiments instead of black. There we go. It's not perfect, but perfect. Done is better than perfect, is a saying I keep hearing. So it's becoming my mantra. Just give that a quick clean. So that will probably be coming out again later, but there's my sentiment. And then I die cut this triangle and this little flag from the dies, as I said. No, they're not going on there, they're going on here. So I'm just going to pop some wet glue like so, and then it just pops out like that. Okay, and then I'm popping that on using dimensionals. You could put that on flat and then raise this, but I chose to do it the other way around. Now, I did have my dimensionals out and ready, and oh, here they are. I was going to say already they've gone. Now, I like to use a lot of dimensionals. I don't like sagging in the middle. I can never get over people who only use a couple for a big piece of card like this. It's just like, what? Why would you do that? So I'm going to use, where's my scissors? I'm going to use the ends. These are really good, these edges. Pop a couple over them to hold that in place. And a couple in the middle. Let's go with 3. Now, you don't need to take the backings off all of them, especially when you put a lot on like me, because you're using it to stop it getting squashed down, not for the adhesive ability, if you see what I mean. So the three in the middle I'm not going to do, we'll do these two. There we go. And then it's that way around. And I'm just eyeballing it. You can measure, but I'm just eyeballing it to be in the middle. And then I'm going to cut that in there. Again, you could measure, but I'm just eyeballing it. And I'm just making it into a flag. So you cut up the middle a little way and then go from the edge to the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to use this. I am going to not start again. I'm not going to use dimensionals on this, so I am going to use the adhesive that's actually on the label, which doesn't seem to want to come off for some reason. There we go. And I'm going to just pop my flag on. Whoops, a daisy. And I want it to show, so it's just that'll do. Okay. And then I'm going to pop that on flat. My sentiment is straight, it's just I've not laid it down straight. I think I'm teaching you how not to make a card, to be honest. And then I use the array of dots because it goes with the sweet. So you've got the colours, you've got the flirty flamingo, lemon lolly, pool party, and pretty in peacock. Pretty peacock, not pretty in peacock. So I'll have one there and a little one. I think you've got white. No, you haven't. And then where's my third one? Oh yes, I did it over the eye. Happy birthday. Okay, and then I've just got to do my little bow. More haste. No, more speed, less. More haste, less speed. Just needs to be a little diddy one. Just pulled that. Oh, super. Okay. And I'm going to pop that there. Glue dot, methinks. Just going to roll that up and pop it there. Okay, there you go. It's card number 1. It's nice and bright and summery, which at the end of the day we are still in summer at the moment. I know we're getting into autumn, but okay, card number 1. Moving swiftly on, because that took 20 minutes. Let's do this one. This is another quick one. This is using the free, sorry, no, it's not free. It's £5 when you spend £70. The August product of the month is this gorgeous paper, and I don't know if you can see the sheen that it's got on it. It really is gorgeous. I don't think photos do it justice. And you've got, so that was the pumpkins, which I've already cut out. You've got the acorn, oak leaves, and then there's some, I can't remember what they're called, flowers. and acorns. Beautiful, beautiful colours. And the colours in this are Cajun Craze, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Golden Glow and Pecan Pie. So very autumnal. Now, Cajun Craze is a colour I never use. Absolutely never. I had a couple of sheets of it. Did that fall off? Yes, it did. I had a couple of sheets of it and I've used them because that's literally all I had. I don't ever use it. But it goes really, really well with this paper. This is the Golden Glow card base, and then some Designer Sue's paper, Cajun Craze, and Designer Sue's paper and Golden Glow. So really quick and easy. There's just a little bit of embossing to do, but let's get this one cracking. Again, I've got a piece to go on the inside and a piece of leftover Designer Sue's paper just to go on there. So let's do this way. I need my silicone mat, which has disappeared again. Everything disappears on this desk. I watched a video that a friend recommended because I am so overwhelmed by the state of my house, the mess. And first of all, you have to identify what type of organiser or lack of organiser are you, and then you clear up in according to your style. Because if you try and clear up in a different style, it never works, which is kind of what I found. So I watched this video, did the quiz, it was really good. You can obviously cross over from one style to another. And so my dining table, which is full of papers and laptop and, you know, stuff that's going on, I'm a piler. So it's just all in piles. I know what's there, but it just looks a mess. So I've got some boxes coming tomorrow to put my piles in under headings, and then the boxes will take away the mess. There'll still be piles of boxes, but it will look much tidier. And in my craft room, I'm a spreader, because if I can't see it, I don't use it. So you can't trust me. You don't want to see. It's just mess everywhere. I haven't covered how to clean that up yet. I'm doing one bit at a time. So, right, so let's put, so the card base is a half of A4, so 21 scored in half at 10.5 by 14.8. This piece of white was 7.5 by 10.5. I think it was a bit left over, to be honest. Then my Cajun Craze, I think this is 8.5 by 8.5 by 12.5, and my DSP is 8 by 12. So I'm just going to pop that on. It even feels shiny, shimmery. Is that the word, shimmery? Okay, and that's going on the Cajun Craze. So it makes the, see, look at that. It's okay, it's nothing special. Pop it on there and immediately those flowers pop. I love the way that happens. And then this is going to go straight down onto the card base. So this is 10.5 by 5, or 2 inches by 4 inches. And it's not right at the bottom. There we go. And then again, I've put this on flat, mainly because of the postage. I mean, I love using my dimensionals, but postage is just ridiculous here at the moment. So, whoops. Okay, I haven't wrapped my twine around, so let's get my twine. And I'm using linen thread, not twine, so to keep the neutrality. So, where's my bottom? Okay, I'm going to put some adhesive there. I can wrap it round. That's going to do the bow. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then do the bow. I really need my, there it is, silicone mat, because I put the adhesive on the back. There we go. And now I can tie this in a bow. Okay, and then that's going to go on. Let me just pop a bit of wet glue on. There we go. And then this is for your sentiment, and that's just a little hello. I'm going to stamp it in white, and I'm going to leave heat embossing it just because of the time element. So what am I going to say? I'm going to say just a little note this time. This is also from the Wicked, what is it? Wild Bunch, not Wicked Bunch, Wild Bunch. Just a little note. If I put it on the glass, it will stamp better. It's just because I've got this to hide the light reflecting. And one thing I learned in the virtual album retreat is the longer you keep your longer you keep your stamp on the paper, you don't have to push down, just keep it on there, the darker. Okay, so that's hardly showing, so I'm going to need to emboss that. But I will do that later on. Save you sitting and watching me, and then that will just go on there with dimensionals. Okay, so you can see how that's done. Let's put that somewhere safe. Okay, so that's card 2. Let's give that a quick clean. This one is a bit more intricate, only in that I've used masking. I might try without the masking actually, because I cased this from Celine Kempton in America, and she didn't actually mask, which I thought was, I'm not sure I'm keen on that. But actually the masking was a bit of a faff. So let me just put this away. Nope, it is that way. Okay, so one of my favourite colours. Love this colour combination. Basic beige and pool party. Not the beige. Basic beige is not one I would have gone to, and then it's got lemon lolly in it as well. I haven't put an insert in there. It does need one, and I have some to my side here. Let's just trim it down. Actually, I'm going to need 2 at one time because I put one in there. No, I haven't. So 8.5. Right, 12.5. I'm just going to measure that on here. Pencil. Okay, that's 2 inserts. So that's one for the one I've already made. And this is using the balloon festoon. Oh, it's raining and that sounds like thunder. I hope the internet signal's okay. Right, so I have put it away, which was a bit silly, and I've got my masks here, so we can give it a go. Let's move that out of the way. So I'm using Lemon Lolly, Pool Party, and Basic Beige. Okay. So let me get my balloon festoon stamp set, and it goes with the huge balloon dies as well. So last time, this on here, I did dots, and this time I think I'm going to do the stars, or this, I think I might do the squiggly things. It's a technical term, squiggly things. Okay, so I want the Pool Party. Let's get those out of my way. I'm not using them. And my ribbon scissors, make a bit of space in my, I don't know, 12 inches by 12 inches. Right, so Pool Party. And I'm just going to randomly stamp. And the middle bit is going to be covered up, so we don't really need to. And I'm turning. I'm just going to go around the top and bottom and sides. Go off the edge so I can get that bit in there. Okay. Oh, now the sun's coming out, so there's probably a rainbow somewhere. Okay, and then the middle should be covered, which it is. Okay, so I need to clean that because I'm going to be doing the balloons now. And the reason I'm not using my stamping positioner tool is just for speed. It takes time to set it all up and everything. So this piece is 3 1/8 or 8 centimetres by 4 3/8 or 11 centimetres. And then this bit is 2 7/8 by 4 1/8 or 7.3 by 10.5 centimetres. Let's get that out of the way and make some space. Right, that can go away. And then I need my balloon. So you only get one balloon to stamp, but you get loads and loads to die cut. I'm going to show you those. There's all the balloons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's the smallest one that will fit this. And then these are to make the shading. And then there's your strings. Really cool. I haven't actually. I had a plan to make a card in the balloon shape. The issue is how to get it to stand up. Okay, so now I'm going to do some stamping, and I'm going to start with my Pool Party, which is my favourite. And I'll show you how to do the masking, but I'm not going to focus on it too much. Okay, 1, 2, diagonally then. 1, 2, 3. Where's my other one? So it's my favourite colour, so I want it to show the most. I have a hole in there, but part of that's going to get covered up. Okay, so that's the pool party done. Cleaner. Should have started with the lightest colour first, logically, but never mind. Okay, next I'm going to go with the lemon lolly. So when you're masking, you put them over the ones you've already stamped, like so. And they're sticking together. What I noticed when, because I used the die cut for this, is actually bigger than the stamp, and so it left me with a white bit around the edge. So I'm just going to be a bit more careful this time. Let's see if it goes. It doesn't matter if it goes over. Okay, so, gosh, this is juicy. 1. Okay, so I've got a gap here, and the reason is because the mask is making it higher. Just put a bit more in there and go back in. Or you can just go over with a blend. That's better. So I just need to remember that and push down harder. There we go, pushing down harder. Then this one is going to come over this side. I love lemon lolly. Okay, there we go. And then now I'm going to go to basic beige. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I might just do a couple of basic beige and stick to an odd number. So I need it to go down there. 1, 7, so that's 8. Move this one over here. Right, how many blues have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you see what I mean about the bit there? So I'm just going to have to go around that with a blend. Light grey granite. Let's see if that'll. It's not ideal, but it's better than nothing. And then I've got a gap up here, but what I can do is put some gems in there. I'm going to throw my masks away now. And that can go away as well. Okay, so that then needs to go onto my basic grey backing. Sorry if I knocked the camera in. And then there is a stamp for the strings, which I'm going to just quickly do a couple of. That's the bottom, that's the top. Oh, I was going to use basic beige for this. I'm going to stamp it off. There we go, that will do. And then all I need is my tag and my sentiment. And I've got "You did it, let's celebrate, hip hip hooray." Let's do hip hip hooray, that's her birthday, isn't it? Which reminds me, I need to make my mum's birthday card. There we go. And then hip, hip, hooray. And actually, last time I did stamp that in Secret C, but I think I'm actually going to do it in Pool Party. I think the Secret C is a bit dark. Where is my label? Okay, I've lost my label. That's to go on the in. Oh, there it is. That's to go on the inside. I'll tell you what, I'll do it in Coastal Cabana. It'll be a bit brighter, but it should be the same sort of shade. That's the one thing about stamping up, all their colours coordinate. Looks like I've re-inked that. Yes, that'll be perfect. Oh gosh, doesn't want to close. There we go. Lovely jubbly. So here we go with dimensionals. I'll leave that middle one covered up. Make sure I get it the right way up. There we go. I just love the Pool Party. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this on flat. This is our third one, it is, isn't it? The next one I've got is fun. Not that they're not all fun. Okay, hip hip hooray. And here's my dots again. I'm just going to stick to the Pool Party Pretty Peacock and the lemon. I'm not going to put any pink on. So an odd number, and I haven't got my white to hand, so I'll just do it in linen thread. Okay. So if you really want to get it straight, use your bone folder and just pull it. There we go. So much better than it was. And I'm going to have a long tail on this one. And I'm going to roll up glue dot, and I'm going to put it at the side. There we go. So I think that one looks better because of the colouring. Yeah. Okay. Card 3. So let me just make a bit of space, and oh, that's running away. I'll just put a little notch in and push it down. It keeps it in place. Linen thread back in there so I don't lose it. Okay, and then this is, it's a Halloween, oh, I need to clean my stamp set. Yeah, so I'm using Halloween paper. Yeah, I've seen loads of adverts on the telly for Summerween, which just sounds weird to me. Anyway, it's going to be Halloween in 2 months, so, you know, 8 weeks, it's not that long. We've got a big birthday in the family as well. We need to start organising. Right, so let's put this away. What have I done with the stamps? Now I've lost the stamps. Oh, I really do need to have a clear up. There we go, hip away. Okay, so there's no stamping on this one. That can go away as well. Let's make some space. Everything that's not needed. Where's the lid? There it is. I think I might need scissors, and I might need a bone folder. Okay, so we're going to make this little gift pouch. You might remember a couple of weeks ago we made the sour cream holders, which you can staple or glue and then put some ribbon on. And this one, there's a little box, and then when you open the ribbon, and this is using, oh, I think it's I'm not sure. I'll have to get it out. I'm not even sure what, it's got ghosts, as you can see. If I look at the paper, that needs to stick down. Adhesive sheets would be your friend, and I, of course, forgot. This is the new one, so when I open it, tongue's going to come out. Just want a little bit. There we go. Didn't realise that got in the packaging. So I love the ghost. So I've got everything ready. Let me just tell you what it's called. I can find the paper. Good Lord. Indeed, good Lord. Oh my goodness gracious me. I can't find the paper now. That's just ridiculous. Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is frightfully fun, so I'm pretty sure it's I'm going to have to get it out and see. I think it begins with, it's either F or O, because I've got everything alphabetically, so... No, it's not F, so it must be O. No, it's not O. Well, I'm so sorry, I can't tell you what it's called. Christmas. DEF. Oh, goodness sake. I can't even find it. That means it's out on my desk somewhere. So I'm so sorry about that. I'll post it in the comments. But it's amazing. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I don't know where it is. So this is cut from the designer series paper, and then the dies give you these tags. It must be here somewhere. Yes, here it is. Oh my fright. And there's the dies. So this is the tag that I've cut, and then you get 2 ghosts. So I've cut them both out in white. I haven't done the cat, and I've cut the tree as well. So I haven't done, I did cut a moon out, but we've already got the moon in this bit of paper, so I'm not going to do that. And I need my box, and I haven't got my card ready for my box, so that's really silly. Where's my notes? Okay, so my box, I need 6 5/16 by 5. I told you this was a how not to make cards today. Honest to goodness. And it's not even Friday the 13th. So, right, what do I need? 5. By 6 5/16. There's 5/16. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's right on the crease, so I'm going to have to yeah, I'm going to measure it and then I'll cut. So it's 6. And notice this is in inches. I haven't done it in. I do prefer working in inches. 6 5/16, and I haven't got my glasses on. Six and 5/16 is there. I've just marked it. I'm just going to cut it. Okay. Right. And then I'm going to use my Simply Scored. The reason I started doing that is that I find, particularly doing boxes, if I don't get lined up right on the correct line, I can end up with my boxes not being even all the way around. So that's why I've started doing this. It won't take us a minute to do it. How long? 54 minutes. Okay, let's get cracking then. So I'm going to be scoring at 2 inches. Scoring tool. On all 4 sides. Whoops. So it's going to be quite a narrow, but that's fine. I don't want to. The one I did first of all, I made it too big. 2 inches. So this is going to be the centre of my box. I was rushing, so it went off track, but that's okay. It's just to show. You're not going to see the inside anyway. You're just going to see the goodies that you put in there. Right, I need my pegs. And in case you're wondering, these beautiful pegs are from the rustic Christmas kit of a couple of years ago. I've got my glue. I just need my scissors. So I'm going to cut. Actually, I'm going to get my big scissors for ease. I'm going to be wondering where my iPad is later, but never mind. Okay, so I'm just going to cut up to make the tabs. I need to make sure I cut them the right one on this one. Okay, first of all, I'm going to use my bone folder, because I always do this one. You could have done it the other way around, would probably have been better, but I'm going to trim these down anyway, so this is not right. This is not correct. I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness, I can't even remember how to make a box. Right, so it's going to go on the inside. There we go, that's better. So I'm just going to get the wet glue. This is going on the inside. Oops. And same with this one. And then this one's going to go on the outside, and then that will be the back. So you just got enough to fit in some sweeties. And you can see where I went wrong when I cut the thing. There we go. Just want to make sure that that goes. Okay, so in the meantime, I can be getting everything ready. So I've got my 2 tags, which I cut from this tag here. So you also get bats, you get the cat in the hat, you get the cat on its own, the scaredy cat, and you get the cat in the hat, and then you get loads of bats. I'm not that keen on bats, so I'll leave them like this. Okay, so I'm going to just pop my glue on. Actually, I think I'll put it on the cardboard, on the cardstock. Oh, and then I can line up with this hole. There we go. Okay, get my tree out. done it in black because it's in black on the paper, but I was just thinking it would be nice to do a silver tree and you have the moonlight on it, making it look silver. So just be careful, it's getting stuck. Let's cut that out of the way. There we go. Nearly there. There we go. Really detailed tree, isn't it? Got all these little bits of. There we go. Okay. Right, so that should be right. Yep. And then that's going to sit. You could put designer series paper on it for the back if you wanted to. I haven't bothered. But actually, it's a great idea because, let's face it, we've all got tons of paper to use up, haven't we? I know I have. I've got drawers full of cupboards full of it. Okay, so I'm just going to glue that on, and it is going to overlap slightly. So now adhesive sheets would be your best friend with this, but again, I forgot. So let's put some wet glue on. And then I'm going to leave this glue to one side for a minute while we glue our box together. So that is the back, and then I'll pop that on like that. Okay, and then that one's going to go on the front. There we go. And then you just need some ribbon or some twine. I did have my black twine here. Might use that actually, because that's, although it's secret seed, it actually looks more grey. No, I'm going to go with some black twine, I think. I haven't decorated it yet, I've just realised. Let's do that first. So, we're not going to go with the moon because we've got the moon there. But I am going to do my ghost. So, you can do that and then just stamp on it, or you can do the little one and just use here. I mean, you could have two ghosts, or you can layer it onto there, which I think is fun. So I'm going to layer it onto there. And I did use dimensionals for that. Cut them in half. I'm just cutting from point to point. And I'm going to put them on a little one. 1, 2, and cut it in half again. There we go. Oops. up. With the arms. There we go. Cool. And then I'm just going to pop some glue on that. Where did we have him? Flying on the... maybe down the bottom of the tree this time, away from the moon. Oh, I haven't put my tree on. Let's put the tree on first. You see the glue, it's gone, so it'll be tacky now. So let's pop the tree on. And then the bits that are overlapping, I'm just going to snip off. Okay, and then we can put our ghost on. He's swirling around the bottom of the tree. How fun is that? Love, love, love. Okay, and then I'm going to do my twine now. I might double it actually. Let's try that. And then we'll get a double bow. Oh. There we go. Hope you like that. So let's bring in the other project. So that's project number 4 with the Oh My Fright bundle. And then we've got that one with the... and then here's the balloons. Hip hip hooray. And then here's the autumn one with the £5 product of the month, the paper, beautiful. Oh, I didn't put the gems. I coloured them with pecan pie. And then here's the first one, which was lovely and summery with Flirty Flamingo and Pool Party. So I hope you love those projects. They're fun, they're very different, and I will be sending a tutorial out when I get it written. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, when you spend £50 in my store, you will get everything that you need to make the 8 projects, so 2 each of them, and I will send you everything. So I can't send you the sentiments, but and I can't stamp the balloon one for you. You'd have to substitute something for that. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you join me next week. And can you believe it'll be September? Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Bye.